Good morning. I'm continuing in Florida today. I thought I'd talk for a moment about Fintech. As I've researched this area of financial services, finance processing, I've been impressed by the amount of money that's pouring into Fintech. Fintech meaning financial services technology. It's the idea kind of born of Bitcoin that somehow, because of the digitization of currency, that we're going to have a revolution in the way that banking, financial services are operated as an industry. We've been digitizing currency for decades now. Somebody suggested more than 90% of the currency in the world is now just held in digital form. It's never in a paper physical form any longer. Certainly that's true in the developed world, but it's probably even higher than that. That process opens up new ways of thinking about how money works, and banks were one of the early adopters of technology. But that legacy set of technology that they have is somewhat an impediment to them now, because it's structured in such a way that's very different from the kind of connected world, the Internet of Things that we have today. So this idea of Fintech is that perhaps we're on the verge of seeing a very big change in the way financial services technology works and the reorganization of banking in total. It'll be interesting to see if that's true. When I look though at this chart here of Fintech companies today, one of the questions that I ask myself is, who or what is going to be at the center of that chart? If each one of these companies represents some small tiny piece of the potential changes or product niche that they're attacking specifically, what's the thing that holds it all together? What's the thing that integrates it? Are we going to take and go back to our existing legacy systems in some way and integrate all of this new technology around the edges, but when it gets to the back office, we're going to use the old legacy technology that we've used? We're going to use these various data supply chains that have built up over the decades in our organizations. That seems very inefficient to me. It seems like that's going to perpetuate some of the problems we see today. This divide between front office and back office is something that is at the heart, I think, of one of the problems in this space. That really, when it comes to financial services, the original processing mechanism, the original paradigm, was the ledger. And the fact that now we have so many ledgers creates these data supply chains in the organization, and through that we have less understanding of our customers and our products and our ability to present customers with their information in a timely and effective manner. So I think maybe there's something at the center of this chart, and I posit, because of my experience, that perhaps the instrument ledger is something that sits at the center of the Fintech movement, something that has the ability or the possibility of integrating our financial services in a fundamental way, bridging the gap between back office and front office, as well as allowing for the innovation that needs to happen within each one of these product sets, but still maintaining the control that's required. We trust our banks with key financial data about our lives, and that process of trust is going to be critical to financial services in the future as well. Having somebody that knows what the data is and has controlled that data very carefully and is responsible to governments for that, which effectively is responsible to the end consumers in many ways as a union of people in their government. All of that I think is going to remain. The instrument ledger provides a potential, this customer contract level key, provides a potential for integrating the general ledger at the summary with the highest control balances, the most accurate financial reporting in the organization, with an integrated view of the customer, being able to present customers with their products, with their view of their transactions, with the balances that are most applicable to them. So I see in my thoughts that perhaps the instrument ledger is one of the key aspects and developing a true Fintech world and transforming the way financial services work in a controlled, organized, and responsible manner.